Hello sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. This week we have a ton of homemaking to do. All of my plans got flopped upside down, but that is okay. We still managed to pull it all together. So let's just jump right into this week's video. The first thing I wanted to do this week was give the front living room a deep clean because we have had a really good time in here since New Year's and the holidays. You know, I did a whole house reset in the last video, but I really needed to deep clean some areas, especially under this particular couch. The girls had something sticky, so I imagine that was juice at some point. We are also going to give these walls a good cleaning because I noticed that they really do need them. But you know, that is life with white walls for you. You have to keep that up if you want it to still look nice. So I definitely need to wipe down the walls today. I'm going to take down all of our family pictures in this living room as well, because I have a new art piece that I got from one of my family members, so it's actually going to go really well in this room with some of the frames that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this wall ready for when my husband has time to help me put up this decor. And this was a really good day to do this because it was dreary outside. I mean, I didn't even get out of my pajamas. You can see that. It was just a cozy day inside, so it was perfect to get all of this stuff done. The first thing I want to do is just take my power paste and get the little marks off of the walls from the picture frames, because Emma likes to pull on these picture frames. So there are some black and colored marks all over the wall. So I'm just going to get those up really quick, and then we are going to use the Swiffer sweeper to clean the walls, because that's what I was feeling on this day.
Feels like love, Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love, even though we're kinda nervous. Together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure, all I know. Didn't know what hit me when we started. I was shaking electric, trying to stay calm and collected. On that summer afternoon, you were shining like a gem in the sunlight. We were out until midnight, yeah. You said, do you wanna go out sometime? I said, girl, you're in my mind. Oh, yeah. Then came the rush of butterflies, trembling and building up from deep inside. Feels like love, Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love, even though we're kinda nervous. Together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure, all I know. This feels like the sweetest breath of air. Oh yeah, it's amazing. At the same time, how you take my breath away. Oh yeah, can't explain. Ooh. You said, do you wanna go out sometime? You don't have to tell me twice. Oh yeah. Then came the rush of butterflies, trembling and building up from deep inside. Feels like love, Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love, even though we're kinda nervous. Together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure, all I know. This love is awesome. taking over my body and soul. Feels like love. Cupid made a shot straight into my heart. Now I'm falling fast and my world's expanding. Feels like love. Even though we're kinda nervous, together we'll be strong. I don't know for sure, all I know feels like love. Cupid made a shot straight into my heart.
I'm going to go ahead and clean some of the frames that I know for sure are going back up on the wall. I am just going to go ahead and change the layout for some of the pictures that we had up, just to give this room a little bit of a refresh. That's a good way to, change a room around, is just use the things that you already have, or snag decor or any items that maybe friends or family members are wanting to throw away or get rid of. That's what happened with the decor piece that we ended up getting. My grandfather was gonna give it to Goodwill, and my mom actually told him, well, that's kind of the color scheme that Natalie was gonna go for. So I was able to get a very large piece of decor for this main wall. And save a lot of money in the process, because if I was to go to Kirkland's or Home Goods or even TJ Maxx, I mean, that could be a pretty penny depending on what you are looking for. So I'm happy to take it off his hands if he no longer needs it, and it can spruce up this room for a little bit. And then once I'm done with it, I can donate it. So, always keep that in mind. It's good to recycle things if you can. It saves a lot of money in the long run, and it gives your room a little refresh without you really having to do much. Also, can I tell you guys how excited I was to put up this large framed picture? My aunt actually gifted this to us on Christmas. She went and had our family portrait framed, and we are so thankful and just really enjoy this. We have wanted family portraits for a long time, and we were fortunate enough to have the opportunity for all of us to be able to go. Our family, my mom and my brother was in the States at the time, so we went and had a whole bunch of family pictures made, and they came in, and my aunt and my cousin were kind enough to go and have this framed for us as a gift, and I am in love. It is just what I wanted in this room. So that kind of sparked the initial thought of changing this room around a little bit, just to accommodate this beautiful picture that I am going to cherish for many, many years. So you'll see here it is definitely a rainy, dreary day here in North Carolina. Y'all, it is raining so bad that they actually canceled school. So I have all of the kiddos at home. Thank God that we don't have to get out in this mess. You can see all these branches have come off of my tree. Like, the winds are insane. So if anyone else is watching that's in North Carolina and has experienced this storm, while it's not the worst that we've seen, I hope that you all are safe. So I definitely was not prepared for Ruby to be out of school this week again after going back from Christmas break, but it is okay because it was truly a moment of reflection for me to stop and be in the moment and be thankful that I am at home and that I am able to care for her, and that school letting out for a day is not a big deal at all. Because I can remember not too long ago when I was a working mom outside of the home, that we would have to juggle back and forth who was going to take off when things like this happened. So for all of my mamas that work outside of the home and you have to figure it out in a pinch, you know, when you have to pick your kids up early from school or when school is let out unexpectedly, I definitely feel you and I sympathize because I was there not too long ago. But for all of us stay-at-home mamas that are watching this, definitely take a moment to realize how blessed and how much of a privilege it can be to be able to be at home with your little children. So since it was a rainy day and I had everybody at home, I decided the best thing to do for a late lunch, because we obviously had a later start in the day since we didn't have to get up and do the whole school run, was to just make a big pot of soup for everyone to enjoy for lunch. So we decided to make fideo, which is basically a Mexican type pasta that you make into a soup. So I had some chicken drums in the freezer and I just seasoned those up really well. And then I like to fry them in a little bit of oil just to get the skin to be crispy, and it really just makes the chicken look better in the soup. And then you can really add anything that you want into the fideo. I've seen people use ground beef. I've seen people leave it meatless. But the way we like to enjoy it is basically just garlic, onions, tomatoes, and usually I will add in potatoes because the little girls really enjoy that. Once the chicken is done frying, I just set it to the side, and then I throw in the fideo pasta, which you'll see here in just a moment. I throw it in and let it fry in the chicken grease and oil until it is lightly browned. You do not want to burn the pasta because that will not be a good flavor. But you just saute it for a moment until it's lightly browned. And then you're going to add all of those yummy vegetables that you chopped up. You're going to add those in and let them saute for a moment. And then you add in your water or your chicken stock if you have any, with any additional seasonings. I just used salt, pepper, and cumin to taste. And I also used the vermicelli size pasta. You can find it on the same aisle as the fideo. The fideo is just a larger size pasta. The vermicelli is just what I had on hand at this particular moment. But I sauteed everything with those additional seasonings, and then I added in my own chicken stock that I had in the freezer. It's still semi-frozen, but that wasn't a problem because it just thawed as it was cooking. And I'm going to insert a clip here from when I made the chicken stock. If you guys remember those Costco rotisserie chickens that I froze the bones. And here I just made fresh chicken stock right after Thanksgiving using some of the seasonings and herbs that I had left over from our stuffing. So I had bay leaves and garlic and celery stalks and parsley. And I just put that in a big stock pot with some salt and some pepper and some Mexican oregano. And I let that just cook down for hours and hours. And then I strained it and I stuck that bad boy in the freezer. I actually got enough stock for 2 meals. So when it was time to make our fideo, unexpectedly, I just pulled it out from the freezer, let it thaw enough to come out of the container. And it just cooked down with the soup. And it was easy and I didn't have to go and buy chicken stock. Oh Lord, let me correct myself, because if my mother hears me say that we made stuffing on Thanksgiving, she's going to kill me, because here in the South and for our family it is dressing. So I have corrected myself, Mom. There you go. There's no need to call me.
Within, here we go, but somehow I'm caught in the middle. Is this the end before we've even begun? Should I work against the flow, a drop in the ocean so endless, reaching for our moments miles above? I just need one.
Next, I wanted to go ahead and get my Christmas tree taken down for the season. I told you all in the last video that we keep it up until about the 8th or 9th of January, usually until after we do the Rosca de Reyes, which is a day of celebration to commemorate when the 3 wise men visit baby Jesus. And we celebrate by having a special Mexican bread that's prepared. It's called a rosca. It basically is circular. I'll insert some pictures and a little clip here. I didn't film much because I really wanted to be in the moment with the kids, because that is like their ultimate favorite thing to do to close out the Christmas season in our home. But I'll insert some pictures that I have of the bread. Basically, the bread has some little plastic dolls inside. Some have a little baby Jesus. But really what it is that if you get your piece of bread and you find one of the plastic men or the baby Jesus, then you are in charge of preparing tamales or any other traditional Mexican food on the 2nd of February for all of your friends and family. So it's something that we do. Obviously, my kids are not responsible for making a meal. I will handle that. But it's just fun for them, and it's something that they get to do from their dad's culture.
Embrace our wondrous sea. Diving into all this endless space, falling stars, but still I see you, sweet escape, a lovely start, but letting go's the hardest part. Swimming in this deep
All right, sweet friends, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.